Hello world, welcome to the 6th video in my hand mined Minecraft series where I am mining underground a lot, but I'm also doing some overworld progress. So similar to all my videos, let's start in the overworld and check out some of the things I've done. Not a lot because I do a lot underground, but let's check it out anyways. So not too much has changed here. But I did do some improvements up in this early 2000s mansion that I made. And so I made a little kitchen, if you will. I didn't know the banners waved on the inside. So those were supposed to be handles using item frames, but I don't know how to turn the banners off. And then this is a granite countertop, kind of a kitchen sink, and a blast furnace. And then we got this villager over here who is a cleric, and I've been storing up some XP bottles here. And that's about all the changes I've made. I made this little, I don't know, chandelier thing right here. This is going to be the pink room in here. And I've made no other changes. I did start experimenting, if you watched my previous video, in making the highway that connects this. My motivation was to create a beach drive, if you will. If you've ever been to California, where I'm from, you drive along the beach, really close to the beach. Another example would be Biloxi, Mississippi, where you're almost on the beach. And this is my attempt at a road. Here, these are the guardrails. Seems kind of small. I think I'm getting the scale wrong, because if that's the size of a mansion and this is the size of the road, the cars would be small, I think. But here's my little beach that I'm creating. Put some decorations on there. And that's pretty much it for the overworld, but most of the work, like I said, was down here. And let's check out some progress videos as we make our way to the 300,000 total deep slate, or 100,000 from the previous deep slate update. So the deep slate videos take quite a bit longer because they're not influenced by the haste 2 beacon. But let's check out what it looks like. Alright, so we've cleared this area first. Kept the stair step pattern like always, and so now we have this small block that is uncleared there. Need to put the black concrete and glass, of course. And so just that little section right there puts us at about 218,000. So the next thing I'm gonna do is tackle this area to the right here, still keeping the stair step pattern. And once we're done with that, we'll check out where we are from there. Alright, so we are about halfway done with our 100,000 deep slate update. So about 300,000 in total when we're done. So let's do a halfway progress. Again, this is my favorite view of it, of kind of my digging. If you didn't catch my first video, this is my spawn area right here. This is where I first spawn, and I put a crafting bench right where I spawn. So this is the start, and then I start digging down, and this is the world I've done. So if you remember from the last update, this area up here all the way to that wall was pretty much flat, and now I've dug it all the way down. And that was about 50,000 deep slate. So I'm assuming that we'll get to this back area here and carve down as well. It probably won't be totally empty, this area, just looking at what 50,000 has done so far. And so this is the end of the beacon, as I've explained in my other updates, and I've been starting to cut down there as well, because that gives me like a sense of progress more than just this stair step technique. So 50,000 deep slate is quite a lot because the haste 2 beacon doesn't help that much. However, it is not that slow either. Like we did the 2000 stone update last video, that was too much. So yep, so I will dig another 50,000 and we'll do another update video. So here we go. Okay, we are 3/4 of the way done, working towards 300,000 total deep slate, 100,000 from our last update. So let's check a look at that progress now. And now we can see we've hit the bottom right there, and we're about halfway into the end of this until we start reaching this big area here. And you know, I'm gonna fill that in, of course, with the black concrete and then the black glass, so it becomes totally dark like down here, and you lose kind of perspective on the void, if you will. Yeah, so I think 25,000, another 25,000 deep slate. It might back us up into this wall, and then maybe down here, I'm not sure. While I'm making good progress on clearing it, I'm not making good progress towards the deep slate goal because there's just a lot of pockets of caves in here. And so it's great for clearing, but it slows down the deep slate count, which is fine. Because if for some reason this is another 25,000, which we know it's not, then I just got to start over here. But I think I won't even finish this part when we get to the 100,000 mark. And then we'll start going back to our stone update, starting with probably bringing this down to this level here. And then working towards that way. So on the next one, it will probably be the video of all 100,000 deep slate, 300,000 total done. So check you in a little bit. Bye. All right, we're back and we are done. We mined an additional 100,000 deep slate, putting us at a total of 300,000. So let me show you what that looks like. Again, I'm just gonna love it when that whole thing is mined down as well. But here you go. So it mined it pretty far down into the mountain and down here. And we got all of that mined out, and we had all of that, the remainder, mined out as well. And so before we do a completed video, I am going to make some black concrete and black glass and fill that area in over there at the ground level or bedrock level. And then I will fill in this area and that area, and then we'll do the final update. So see you soon. And so as you saw, we completed the 100,000, and I did put the black concrete and glass everywhere. So let's check out how that looks. Again, this is my favorite approach, or will be my favorite once this is all gone here. This is kind of my staging area. And then once that whole area is gone, and it will go all the way down to here. So the black concrete by itself is the best void, but it doesn't stop spawning. So the glass is the second best. It is a little lighter, but once all of these lights are gone, it's gonna make it look a lot darker like it does here. Now I did realize that the light from the stuff that's underneath all of this is messing up the perspective, so you can see the different heights. But once I block that with more black cement, it's gonna look really dark like the void here. So I filled in all this area. That's all glass now, and that is all glass. So it takes kind of a lot of glass. I still have to cover those farms down there and then put glass on top of that. I want to blacken this area out, cover this in the black concrete and black glass as well, and we'll start seeing the darkness in it. One of the cool things that I can finally do is fly a bunch of places inside. So I've mined so much that I can fly to where I want to go, and it's only going to get better. So the next goal is 100,000 stone. I will probably start down here. And then I think I'm actually gonna stop the progress over here and then maybe work over here. this area. The only thing is I have to update this roof, and it takes a long time, and it's kind of boring updating this roof with this randomized pattern that I've been doing. But either way, I will do that, and in 100,000 stone from now, we'll come to the next video. So I really hope you like this series. If you have any suggestions on how to increase the ambiance, let me know. Right now, we're not making any dark buildings, if you will. But once I start clearing this area, approximately here with the where the mansion is, directly beneath it, I would like to have my first dark structure, if you will. So leave some comments, tell me some improvements I can make to make this series better, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.